Oh, what a surprise. Clayton Norcross at the hot corner. How are
Ciao
you,
tutti.
man?
I'm doing good, man. You?
Fine, fine. It's nice to be here in Venice.
Lovely. I love Italy, and this is a classic event celebrating Italian art.
You can miss it. So, Clayton, what's your relationship with Italy? It's a long story.
It is. It is a bit. You know, I've been coming and going in Italy. I think I have an Italian soul.
Okay.
I think I have tomato juice.
Un'anima italiana.
Yeah, I have red wine flowing in my veins. Not from drinking too much, just the transfusion.
Yeah. Do you remember the very first time you went to Italy? It was 80s?
Yes, I arrived here in 1983.
1983, okay.
I was just starting to do fashion modeling in Los Angeles, and they said, well, you're a handsome guy and everything, but to really do well in this industry, you've got to go to Europe and get a book, a portfolio. Oh. Yeah. Get some good, work for some big designers. And so that was a whole education. I left everything behind in Los Angeles.
So this was before, even before Beautiful?
Oh, yes. 5 or 6 years before Beautiful.
Wow. And then?
I did very well. I worked for Venturi and Ferragamo and Armani. And anyway,
did you like the life in Italy? Where you live, in Milan?
Yes, I was in Milan. I worked for fashion agency.
Milan in the 80s.
Yes.
Was at the fashion
capital.
Yeah, fashion capital, at the very top.
And
then Beautiful came.
So Italy really embraced me. It was when I first began to have some success in my life, and I felt, like a man.
Yeah.
You've got a little cash in your pocket. You got some girls around. You're feeling your oats, and that happened for me in Italy.
Wow, that's it. And then came Beautiful.
Yeah, then I went back. I got very comfortable in front of the camera doing a lot of print. I traveled all around Europe and stuff. I went to Africa as a model. And so with that confidence, I began to get commercials. And I began to think, because I'd gone to film school.
Yeah.
But I had a hard time because I'm not Jewish. I'm not gay. I didn't have those political contacts. Okay. I had no easy way to get into the film industry in Los Angeles, which, like Italy, is very good old boys club,
Absolutely.
And so...
And who was your favorite actor at the time? Your personal
Well, I really
agent?
loved Clint Eastwood.
Ah, Clint Eastwood.
And Clint...
But what Clint Eastwood? The Clint Eastwood of the spaghetti western, the Clint Eastwood of Callahan?
Well, where were the spaghetti westerns made? Italy.
Sergio Leone.
He was an American who Sergio Leone found him from a television series. He basically
discovered him.
Yeah. Well, launched him. His time on Rawhide, which was an American TV show, stopped. But Sergio Leone had the vision to see that he could create a franchise out of the characters so rich as Clint Eastwood was. And of course, Clint was smart. He started Malpeso Productions. He began to direct and produce his own stuff. And so I thought to myself, wow, maybe this is my way in too. And sure enough, it was. I did Beautiful, and it was an instant hit in all over the Mediterranean, not just Italy, but I first discovered it in Greece, Egypt, Israel, Turkey, Spain, France, Germany. I got a huge amount of fan mail from Germany.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And so it went to 100 foreign countries. And when I first arrived here in Rome to do a little tiny comic book, soap opera in a comic book, sort of, with still photos, I couldn't walk on the street. People were like, ah!
And so when was that?
This was
at the end of the 80s?
This was in 90.
90, okay, yeah.
Right after the show was released.
Okay.
And I didn't know that it was a hit in Italy. I didn't know. And I thought to myself, wow, there's got to be a way to mine this. And sure enough, there was. I did hundreds of serate.
Yeah, serate. But if you talk now about your character in Beautiful Torn, what's your opinion about him?
Well,
did you even like him?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
He was. He had a very sort of, Christ-like, good brother, nice guy. All those guys that you imagine that every woman wants to marry, but he wasn't quite as exciting, I don't think, as Ridge. that bad boy thing that women won't tell you, yes, I like that bad boy, but who do they wind up with? The guy that provides the drama.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, who Caroline chose.
Absolutely.
So I was that voice of unrequited love that I think we all can identify with in our lives. There's always that girl we really wanted who got away and went with Mr. Captain of the football team. So yes, I liked him, but I only wanted to play him for a short period of time because I didn't want to get stereotyped as that kind of actor.
Okay, that makes sense.
And now the film that I just did, Ultimate Ratio, which, as I told you,
Ultimate Ratio, okay.
It's shot in Thailand. I play a Kativo.
And you film in Thailand?
Yes, we shot in Bangkok.
Okay.
And I've only been back about a month, and I came,
and
straight
you were the
to
bad
Rome.
guy, the villain. Oh, Clayton Norcross, the bad guy.
Sounds strange, no?
Yeah.
Not Thorne the Beautiful, but
No.
Clayton the bad guy. Whoa, I got to see that.
The other side of Clayton Norcross.
Well, the thing I learned right away, and this is why you study acting, is because my teacher told me, look, you may think you know who you are, but we are potentially all people. If I'm trained with your training, I could do things that I would never do, but you might go, I could do that. So I had to shoot.
He was right.
I had to shoot people in this film, and I had to have a perfectly rational reason why they just needed to be eliminated. I had to kill them. Thorne would never do that. So, I got to expand my range about how the audience and directors and producers perceive me.
Yeah.
I just got offered a film not an hour ago.
Wow.
Right here at the other table, because this director who had my number, knew my name, knew me from Beautiful, but he goes, you're different. And I showed him a picture from Ultimate Ratio, and he goes, whoa, that's bad. I want you in my movie. Wow. And he sent me the script.
Really? The director is American, English?
No, he's an Italian fellow. I'm not in his cast yet, so he shall remain nameless. But this is how things...
We don't say any names, okay.
Well, until it's official. I don't want to talk out of school.
Okay.
But this is how it happens. This is exactly how I got Ultimate Ratio. You have to go to the market you want to be in and make friends.
Yeah.
But real friends.
Do you remember the Tony Bennett song? I want to be around. You have to be around. And things happen.
Especially, well, you're Italian.
Yeah.
Especially in Italy, where contracts are very difficult to enforce. So you have to have a modicum of trust in who you are investing with, no?
Absolutely.
And a film is a huge investment.
Yeah. My last question, Clayton, is who's your favorite actor ever?
Wow. Well, that's a little like saying how long is a song? There are so many different kinds. Can I name a couple?
Yeah, couple. Okay, let's go.
I love Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
Jack
from the 70s, Jack from the 80s.
Well, that's what I love about him. He has such a range. You never know what he's going to do. Peter Sellers.
You remember? Peter Sellers
was fabulous. In Dr. Strangelove, he played 3 different characters, all very different.
Stanley Kubrick's movie.
Yeah, Stanley was amazing.
So Jack Nicholson and Peter Sellers, not bad.
And I'm gonna say something really silly. I really like Brad Pitt.
Me too.
Really?
He's great. In the last Tarantino movie,
oh man,
Brad Pitt
wasn't he great?
Amazing.
When he threw Bruce Lee against the car, he's like, dude, I told you, don't fuck with me.
The funniest scene
I'm gonna fuck
ever.
you up.
Yeah. And he say, for me, you're chatting too much. It's amazing. That's it.
How dare you? I'm gonna kick your ass. Yeah. Oh yeah, really? Okay.
And the dog. I love the movie.
And
Brad Pitt is an underrated actor. Do you remember
I think so.
Babel by Inarritu?
You remember him in Legends of the Fall?
Yeah.
Wow.
Long hair, Thelma Louise. Even Thelma Louise was the first, but he did many great. Tree of Life, Terrence Malick, Tree of Life.
Yes.
Brad Pitt, amazing. The role of
so you're right, he is under, and I know the man who discovered him. We had the same teacher, he before me, but I studied with Roy London before his untimely death from AIDS in the early 90s. But before this was a little bit no, this was actually during Beautiful. I was studying with Roy. And I'm going to tell you a little story and then we'll finish.
Yeah.
He was fresh off the boat from Missouri, had not done a big thing yet, aspired as an actor, but didn't know what to do.
Okay.
And he was driving limousines. Brad Pitt was. And, you know, very fit, very beautiful, but driving limousines in Hollywood. Like so many of us working in restaurants or bars and trying to just eke out a living so that we can audition in the daytime. My teacher, Roy London, gay man, very nice man, walked out of his house one day on his way to a party, very wealthy man, and who's his driver?
Brad Pitt.
And he walks up and he goes, oh my goodness, you know, all over his face.
Yeah.
And he says,
was already Brad Pitt. No?
Already,
already.
In a way. And he said, who are you? To Brad Pitt. And Brad says, you know, he's in his monkey suit, right? Yeah. He goes, I'm your driver for the limousine company. And Roy London says, no, you are not. You, free of charge, are going to come to my class on Monday and you're going to be there every day until you're a star, which is exactly who you are.
Really? Clayton, that's a
Called
great
like
story.
That.
Thank you.
Well, did he know or what?
Wow.
Roy London, God rest his soul, he knew.
Thank you very much. Clayton Norcross, Hot Corner. Thanks. Grazie
Ciao
mille.
tutti. Eat your corn.